All week, we've been honoring those on the front line in the fight against COVID.
Every nurse in our community went above and beyond their call for duty this year to help others. And Madison Magazine is highlighting the top nurses providing care to those in need in a cover story called The Lionhearts. And today we feature one of the winners in the Practice Award category, that to an outstanding nurse working in the COVID unit. Here's Josh Spreiter.
It's been a tough year for those on the front lines of the COVID-19 pandemic. We caught up with Madison nurse Aniqueka Scott, who's helping others survive these times through authenticity.
My parents did really well with instilling values in us, the importance of hard work, of good work ethics and discipline in working towards our dreams and our goals in life.
Scott is the only black nurse on her unit in a state where only 2% of nurses are black.
Being part of such a small minority of nurses, it is eye-opening. I am one of very few black nurses at UW Health.
Her story doesn't begin here in Madison, though. She grew up in the Caribbean and later moved to do missionary work and teach English in Mexico, where she earned a degree in management and communication studies. Next, she went to Haiti, where she earned her master's degree in public health administration while working as the director of education and training at a hospital. That's when she realized she wanted to do more, give more, and experience more.
I felt like I was missing something in that direct patient care.
When she came to the United States, her husband began teaching at Beloit College, just as the UW-Madison School of Nursing was launching its accelerated 12-month nursing program. Soon after her 22-week orientation at UW Hospital, COVID-19 hit, but her life experiences prepared her for this moment.
I think so. It helps with the way I approach my patients, the way I speak with my patients. I think that I'm able to think beyond what I see in front of me and treat with them on that level, meet them where they are, but help them to take an additional step.
She certainly never predicted that a pandemic would strike and she'd find herself serving UW Hospital's most acute patients, all in her first year on the job.
When I think of COVID and the way that it is affecting everyone, but particularly the black community, it is something that is heartbreaking in the sense that black people have so much to put up with and have had to put up with so much in life.
Now she opts to wear a hooded battery-operated respirator with a clear face shield. Even though it requires extra time and care to gear up and down and clean between patients, she says it's more personal.
I prefer to use the PAPR, which is a clear shield. It allows patients to see my face. It allows them to see my smile, to see my concern.
This is especially important for hard of hearing and patients of color who are comforted by a provider who looks like them, as well as Spanish speakers, as Scott is fluent.
I felt like nursing combined with my former public health experience complemented each other in a really special way, in that I can see my patients at the bedside now.
Scott likes to treat her patients like family because she knows how important family is. 2 of her 5 sisters are also nurses.
Sadly, my dad died 17 years ago, so he's not able to see how far we've come. But my mom is really proud of all of her girls.
She's grateful to have a husband who's always supportive of whatever she sets out to do.
I think that's what family is about, supporting each other and working together to help each other achieve your goals and your aspirations.
And while Scott is honored to be called a top nurse, her focus remains on the community as she encourages people to not be complacent at this time.
We have been dealing with COVID for almost all of 2020, and it seems like we will continue to deal with it for who knows how long. But it is important to continue with the guidelines that we are being given, and it is also important to take care of ourselves, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally.
Aniqueka Scott would also like to thank other members of her healthcare team, many of whom nominated her for this award. She says oftentimes it's only the doctors and nurses receiving all of the credit when there are so many people behind the scenes that deserve just as much thanks. Josh Spreiter, News 3 Now.
Josh, thank you. A News 3 Now special presentation on all of the winners and nearly 60 nominees will be rebroadcast tomorrow, Christmas Day at 5 o'clock.